Chalk up another gutsy, physical win for the Dallas Mavericks on this improbable playoff run. The Mavericks charged up the beanstalk and beat the giant Minnesota Timberwolves 108-105 on their home floor at Target Arena on Wednesday to take a 1-0 series lead in the Western Conference Finals. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving both had 30-point nights in Game 1, as Doncic led all scorers with 33 points and Irving dominated early with 24 of his 30 points in the first half. Defensive specialist Jaden McDaniels led the Timberwolves with 24 points in the loss. He scored 20 of those 24 in the first half as well. The Dallas defense held Anthony Edwards to 19 points on 6 of 16 shooting, though he did tally 11 rebounds and 8 assists. "We had to work really hard to get this one," Doncic said in his post-game comments on TNT. "We were trying to make a point after going down 0-1 in the first 2 series, but that's only one. We got 3 more to go." Here are 6 stats that loomed large over the Mavericks' Game 1 win. 13. First quarter points for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has become known for his offensive explosions in the second halves of playoff games lately, but on Wednesday, Irving was the Mavs' constant on offense from the start. He hit a couple quick buckets early on in the first quarter, nailed a couple more near the middle of the quarter, and came back with 2 more baskets late to keep the Mavericks connected as the Wolves' offense caught fire toward the end of the first. Irving's 3-point play on a finger roll over Naz Reid with 2:24 left in the quarter put Dallas up 23-21 and gave him 13 points on 6 of 9 shooting in the first. He would score 9 more in the second quarter, including another running, diving 3-point play with 0.7 seconds left before halftime that pulled the Mavericks to within 62-59 and gave him a game-high 24 points on a scorching 11 of 14 shooting to that point. Irving was 4 of 5 from the field in the first half with Anthony Edwards as primary defender. "He got us going," Doncic said. "Without him we probably would have been down by 20 at halftime. I had to help him out a little in the second half and get going. We switched roles a little bit in this one." 16. Combined first quarter points for Jaden McDaniels and Kyle Anderson. Jaden McDaniels, number 3 of the Minnesota Timberwolves, shoots over Luka Doncic, number 77 of the Dallas Mavericks during the first quarter in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals at Target Center on May 22, 2024 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Photo by Stephen Matcher and Getty Images. Minnesota role players Kyle Anderson and Jaden McDaniels scored 8 points apiece in the first quarter. Anderson scored 7 of his 8 first-quarter points in a span of just over a minute late in the quarter. He tied the game at 23-23 with a running floater with 2:08 left in the frame, before he connected on a 3-pointer and a mid-range pull-up on consecutive possessions to put the Timberwolves in front 28-27 with just over a minute remaining. Frankly, the Timberwolves did to the Mavericks late in the first quarter what the Mavs successfully did to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the previous series, made the opposing defense pay for leaving role players open to focus on more elite rim attackers like Edwards. Minnesota took a 33-27 lead after 1. McDaniels continued the hot start to the series throughout the second. He scored a team-high 20 points on 7 of 10 shooting from the field, 5 of 6 from 3-point range, and pulled down 4 rebounds in the first half of Game 1. The supporting cast usually plays better at home, and these two were major thorns in the Mavericks' side in the first half, combining for 6 of 9 shooting from 3-point land. "I have to do a better job contesting those," Doncic said. 11 of 25, Minnesota's first half 3-point shooting. The Mavs survived a barrage of 3-pointers from the Timberwolves in the first half, as Minnesota shot 11 of 25 from deep. Dallas was just 2 of 13 on their end. To get outscored by 27 points at the 3-point line and come out just 3 points behind on the scoreboard at the half is a testament to the Mavericks' resilience. Dallas outscored the Wolves by 22 points in the lane in the first half at the same time. Every time the Wolves put together a little spurt to pull ahead by 6 or 8 points, Dallas responded by getting into the lane. The Timberwolves shot 18 of 49 from deep in the Game 1 loss. 3 for 4, Mavericks corner 3-point shooting. Don't be misled. Despite the efficiency, this is not a good stat for the Mavericks. The Mavs averaged 16.2 corner 3-pointers attempted in the 6-game series against Oklahoma City. They shot just 4 on Wednesday, and made 3 of them. When the defense blitzes a ball handler like Doncic or Irving, that usually gives the post receiving the first pass off the double team a decent opportunity to find a shooter in one of the corners. But in Game 1, the Mavericks couldn't manufacture the corner 3-pointer against the Wolves at anywhere near the rate they're used to. The Timberwolves committed to closing out on the corner 3-pointer to the point that as the game wore on, the lob to Gafford began to open up in the lane as a result. Everywhere else on the court,